From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action. Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think here's
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Shalik Calhoun. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for KC. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing, Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And shutting him off, now open field. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his right. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Jones. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Giants. Tyree Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Brings up 2nd and 1. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Off the option, it's Jones.
exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A give to the tight end, Kelsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillendow, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Robinson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, past the 20, and all the way in, touchdown, New York. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Out to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hopkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Robinson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off play action. Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that'll be caught by Tony. They find some open field here. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Giants. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, they'll culminate in a touchdown. I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And they go back to Tony. It's complete this time. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. from the gun on third down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Deon Bush with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Mahomes going to run again.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Off the play fake. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jones throw there into the hands of Ross.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Gano's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play fake. Mahomes.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down inside the 30.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
Throwing, Jones. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That catch good for only a couple. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Deon Bush with a pick.
And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Chiefs could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Jones.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Jones.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 11 now. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for KC.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going deep for Hopkins.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 17.
And the Giants are right back in this football game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. But Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on them.